Welcome back. It's the second mid-session break here at the Crucible in the final of the World Senior Snooker Championship, and Alfie Burton is one frame away from lifting the trophy. A nice fight back from Aaron Canavan, a break of 75, but big breaks from Alfie as well, 109 and also an 82 in there as well. So it's been good stuff, a nice 4 for 5 frames there, good quality all round, but certainly Aaron Canavan with it all to do, but he has done an awful lot better. He's risen in his pot success from 74% to 82%. Alfie tipping along at the same 88%, and the average shot time pretty similar from the first 5 frames, where Alfie led 4-1, and there you'll see the total points scored, 774 in favour of Alfie. And our game this Sunday is snooker, and we're enjoying this final with Neil Foles, Rhian Evans and Lee the Shirt Richardson. And we've been kind of purring over Alfie Burton throughout this match, but Aaron Canavan, he's also played some good stuff in that recent session, but Alfie, he's been the better player, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's much more fluent, but Aaron's going to be feeling a little bit better in his dressing room right now, because he stuck a nice 75, was it 75 I think, in that last frame. But yeah, I can only see one winner at the moment, but Aaron will not give up. And like I said, he's going to feel a little bit better now. He's just had a nice little break before the interval. Yeah,
he'll have to believe he's still in this game. Let's take a look at that lovely century from Alfie, Rhian.
Yeah, it was a little bit gutty because it should have been back-to-back centuries with an 81 break. But yeah, he just looks totally different player to me in the final than he has done through the whole of the event. He's striking the ball nice. I thought earlier on he was over-hitting the ball, but you can see here he's enjoying himself. He was having a laugh with the crowd as well. So you just know how relaxed he's out there, and it's showing in his performance, isn't it, Neil?
Yeah, I think that both of these could play better, but I think the burst in this frame and the next one from Alfie is the difference between the two players. Actually, he scored big there. He should have made back-to-back hundreds, but that 100 kicked him off. And I think even though he was already in front, gave him the boost he needed, you know.
Yes, and Aaron Canavan just hanging in on that last frame there. But we did get this mid-session break. We were thinking we might be coming out to crown Alfie as the winner. So you just never know. He was 5-2 down against Dominic.
Exactly. That's what he's got to do. He's got to do a dom on him. And it's possible. It's possible. It's not, Alfie is missing, but, he got in with an unbelievable red, Alfie, in that last frame. The length of the table down the rail, and then he just missed a black out of nowhere.
Yeah, as you say, Alfie was in first and then obviously missed, and then fair play to Aaron. He potted some great balls, pressure balls as well, and kept his cool.
I do believe, what we saw yesterday is a player who didn't look like he had any chance of beating Dominic, 5-2 down, just the way he was playing, the way he was feeling, and the way that Dominic was playing. So there is that to fall back on. You'd be thinking, well, OK, I've got more to do, but you just don't know, really. And, of course, Alfie's still got to win that one frame, and we saw that Dominic faltered when he was in that position. So we're not saying it's over yet.
No, well, you just never know. It's now time to hear from the man that is responsible for all of this, actually, in the last 5 days. Jason Francis, the chairman of the World Seniors. He caught up with Rob Walker.
Jason, this has been an absolutely brilliant week. Are you pleased?
It's beyond expectations. I mean, we've got 2 players out there today who've battled their way through. Legends have fallen, new legend that's about to be made. It's been a tremendous week.
And you've had great crowds, bigger than I think I've experienced in the 5 years I've worked on it with you.
Yeah, double the amount from last year, and that's been all part of the hard work World Seniors has done with Sheffield City Council and the Crucible to just all the initiatives we've brought in. So, yeah, to double, and it's just rammed out there today. It is the hottest ticket in town.
And it's been really good that you've got the OAP initiative on the Friday, you've got the Youth Day yesterday with bands playing in Tudor Square. It's become a carnival, not just an addition to the World Championship over 17 days.
Yeah, the snooker's almost looked after itself. Like I say, it's become a bit of a distraction. We've had Business of Sheffield Day, we've had the Seniors of Sheffield Day, Youth of Sheffield Day, the Lord Mayor is here today. So this has become a Sheffield snooker tournament for Sheffield people.
And we were talking backstage yesterday, you've got an idea that you might have such demand to participate, especially when you lower the age to 40, as opposed to current 45, maybe 2 tables next year. Wow.
That's where we'd like to go. I mean, we are being inundated with continental federations wanting to send us their champions. I mean, you've seen this week, Hassan came all the way from Australia, Charles from Port Elizabeth. We've got federations who want to send their champions here. We also now have more established professional players that are now eligible to play in the seniors. So we need to expand this. I mean, we would love to be moving to a 32-player field, a 2-table setup, come and stay for a whole week. And I think we're growing to a point where we could start accommodating that.
Very exciting for the future. Enjoy the rest of the final and keep up the great work. It's been brilliant for all of us to come here and work on this brilliant event.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, I've been in Sheffield for nearly a month now, and the snooker's been awesome with the seniors on the back of the World Championship. Lowering the age to 40, might we see Rhiann Evans in this next year?
I'm glad you said lowering the age to 40. I'm not 45, but yeah, not quite 40 yet. But yeah, you said that he might be lowering the age, and would I be interested in taking part? So be a privilege to walk out here at the World Seniors, and it's just shown how much it's grown. It started as an exhibition event with the legends rolling around the nation, so yeah, to see it here now at this stage, it's absolutely fantastic.
And then we talk about the one table setup, don't we?
Yeah.
We could be looking at the same format, 2 tables in here, and then obviously 32 players, just to build it and have more days and more matches and more drama.
Yeah, and you know, I think that all these different federations want to bring players here. If you think about it, this is our sort of Lord's Cricket Ground or Centre Court Wimbledon. You know, in snooker, people want to come here and play here because they've seen winners from all around the world. You know, Cliff won here and various other players. Neil Robertson did it, and of course now we've seen a Chinese champion. So they want to be here where it's all at, and it feels just the same here today as it did a week ago for that World Final.
Yeah, and more affordable for fans,
Yes.
Obviously that didn't get to come here for the World Championship professional. Can I ask all of you a question? One player in the history of the game, who would you love to see back at the seniors that could still take part? Who would you love to see compete?
I would have loved to see Paul Hunter. I mean, I think every snooker player that's ever played the game loved the way he played the game, and he was a great lad as well. So my pick would be Paul Hunter.
Yeah, a lot of love for Paul, and his memory always, you know, lives on with such great fondness. And what about the current crop, Rhiann? Who would you love to get their cue out? He could be right beside you.
This one? no, but I was never around. I was never around to watch you guys play, so I'd love to see.
We didn't miss a great deal.
I didn't want to say that, Neil, but.
Are you saying don't be ridiculous? You'd never like to come back and dazzle us?
No, I've got no interest in playing. I look at the current crop. Someone called Ronnie O'Sullivan. How about that?
Yeah,
you know, I think
that
that's
might
not.
do.
Is that the worst shout ever? No, we'd love to see that. And I believe Ronnie's been watching today. I've heard that he is watching this final.
All right, well, let's give him a little wave, a wave to the rocket. All right, thanks, guys, on that. And of course, well, as I said, some of us have been here nearly a month, and this is a city that really comes alive for snooker. They go hand in hand. Let's find out more.
Oh, listen, I mean, I've always said snooker's theatre, and it should be played in the theatre, and the Crucible is made for it.
Things have changed quite a bit since 1977. I knew that this place was special then because the audience was just, you know, hanging over every shot like this.
Yeah, you never get fed up coming to the Crucible Theatre. And 85 was the one that's a special memory, and everybody always wants to have a little chat about what they were doing when I knocked that final black in.
You know, it's got the glamour, you know, the lights are still there. It brings back such wonderful memories. It's changed, but it hasn't.
Yeah, well, that's part and parcel. I think every sport needs the history. They're the people that the public recognise, and they've grown up watching them. And yeah, it's been tremendous for the game.
I prefer the commentary box now because I'm not the nerve for it anymore. But yeah, you know, the likes of Jimmy and then recently retired Joe Perry to come back, and Dominic Dale and players like that. So great opportunity for them.
Yeah, I mean, the seniors being invited to come and watch at the Crucible, I mean, it must be very special for them. And they're meeting people that they've watched all the way down through the years. It must have been a great day for them because it was a good day for us.
Well, what this is today, Jason Francis started doing this. He invited all the sort of pensioners. It's the Sheffield Day for the elderly people, different communities, people with dementia, their carers bring them along, and they've got a chance to meet some of the legends of the game of snooker, and there's a few of them here.
Yeah, it's great that snooker, you know, respects the community. We'll all be mixing and mingle with the elderly. They'll come in, have a cup of tea and a chin wag and a chat, and before they go out, lots of photographs and autographs, and make it a special day for them.
Well, I think for any sport, you know, it's about tomorrow, really, in the future. from the schools in Sheffield, the children have done these paintings of the Crucible, and Ken Doherty is going to be the judge on the best one. But I noticed somebody has got a painting with Ken Doherty on it. So I think that's probably favourite to win it.
I suppose all snooker players are artists in their own little way. From art on the table to art off the table, but much appreciated as well.
It's wonderful to say. I would still like to be competing. I gave up, was it 2 years ago? They'll have to have a super seniors, and then Cliff Thorburn and me, the two of us can play on our own in it, but it's great to come back and to be commentating on but these boys, well, the boys are men playing to such a high standard. This year's World Seniors is going to be a fantastic climax.
And we're almost there for the climax of this year's World Senior Snooker Championship. Let's hope for a bright future for snooker in Sheffield. It really has been amazing. So far so good in the final, however, for Alfie Burden, 7-3 up against Aaron Canavan, and the best of 15 frames. Alfie will need just one more frame to win it. He was beaten in a final 2 years ago. He would desperately love to lift the trophy today.